Hey everyone, this is Katie with Katie Awake, and I was just on my way home and noticed that it was a full moon, which I knew but had kind of forgotten. So that made a lot of things more clear for me as for how I'm feeling energetically, and especially from a emotional clearing place, pattern clearing, belief system clearing, some stuff that I'm really sick of, and I'm glad to let the moon take it and pull it out of my being. That's a shout out to my friend Erin Schwartz that taught me that the moon pulls out our patterns that we're ready to clear, and kind of let the waves of the moon, the rhythm of the moon, pull out of our being. So as you're experiencing tumultuousness, waviness inside, feeling off balance, let the moon have it. Like tune into her energy, and feel her welcoming your energy that you're giving up, that you're releasing, old past identities that you're releasing. Let her have those. So now I'm going to do a quick card reading for the full moon, for the human collective consciousness, and any downloads, information that our souls, our higher selves, that like God, Goddess consciousness wants to communicate to our human selves, particularly to people that are watching, listening, and really tuning into this video. So, hope you all are having a good time, getting sloshed around, releasing and doing deep cleansing work. I'm getting a lot of heart cleansing. So let's pull a few cards from Mother Moon. Let's see what she gives us. And then this will be one more, the hydrate card. So everybody make sure you're drinking enough water. Okay, so let's start with the center card. We have compassion. So really, let's do it so you can see it. Let's be compassionate with ourselves. I am reminded of that quote that we see on social media pretty often of, remember that you're clearing the Piscean age out of your being. And that's really deep, hard work. It's grungy work. It's gory. It's bloody. It's a lot of trauma. It's a lot of traumatic soul deaths. We're clearing trauma from this life, from this childhood. I know it's hard sometimes, but be compassionate with yourself as you're moving through so much programming constantly. It's a main reason why we incarnate as humans on planet Earth, and it's really a blessing. It's a gift that we don't get very often, to be a human being and to be able to do this deep cleansing work. And for those of us that are choosing, or it sort of chooses us, right, the spiritual ascension, we need to be kind to ourselves in that journey, because it is so hard and painful. Sometimes we don't need to put our own human judgment on top of what God's orchestrating. Is a bit laughable from a spiritual perspective, to just layer on judgment and shame when we really don't need to do that. So instead, right now, when we're doing all this deep cleansing work, be kind. Do salt baths, practice self-care, make sure to schedule time off from work, and really let's take care of ourselves and be kind while we're going through our cleansing and our ascension. All right, so we also have forward movement. So oftentimes when we are doing our work, when we're spiraling through a lot of heavy work, and that's the thing, it's not linear. Our souls do clearing in spirals, so we will revisit again and again every frequency that we embody in multiple realities. We exist in multiple realities all at once. We are eternal consciousness, and we exist in many loops of karma, in many realities, until we don't anymore. Until we're no longer have enough density or have enough karma that we need to work through. And that's when we no longer incarnate. So what they're saying is, don't perceive, when you're going around your loops of experiences and you're aware that you're moving through the same frequencies, just know that every time you go up in your spiral of ascension, the frequencies are going to be losing their charge. So don't be disheartened when you're revisiting the same patterns that you saw a year ago or 5 years ago in your own consciousness. Just be glad that you have the awareness to see, and the collapsing into the everything, or the oneness with the Creator, the going home is happening. So just continue to release and be compassionate with yourselves as you release. That is what forward movement is. Okay. Also, self-love. So same message. Take care of yourselves as you're moving through your journey. I think one thing that's important with self-love is that, it's not just have chocolates and take bubble baths and, pat yourself on the back every now and then. It's deeper than that, and self-love is sort of the whole thing. Like, view your existence with love. View your very existence with love. View everything you're learning with the eyes of God, with the eyes of love. And self-love practices will change throughout the course of our life. Like, currently I'm in a 7-week online third eye class with Anais Sabo that I'll tag in this video. Definitely check out her page and website as well. She's also going to be coming to Minnesota this summer, which I'm super pumped about. Actually, my first time meeting her in person, which feels a bit surreal now, because it doesn't feel like the first time. But anyway, I'm super excited she's coming here, and she's going to lead an ancestor ritual. That'll be a 4-day, 3-night ritual to do ancestral level, very honored work with our ancestors, to support them and heal the lineage backward and forward in time. So if you're around Minnesota, definitely come to that if you feel called. Anyway, it was currently for class, we're doing third eye cleansing, and so it's new for me. I'm connecting with mushrooms, and not necessarily in the tripping out like psychedelic mushroom thing, but just connecting with the energy of mushrooms. And they have really powerful cleansing properties, which I've known for a while. But so working with this mushroom tea is a new self-love, self-care practice for me. And what's fun to do with that is just go to the grocery store, go to the produce section. And my husband Ross is really wonderful at talking about this too, and just kind of stand there in the produce and the health food section and tune in. Like, ask your body, ask different energy centers, ask your gut, ask your intestines, your colon, like what it needs for cleansing. And there's also such a strong message with this about heart cleansing. Like, what does your heart need? What kind of foods or herbs or teas or environments, or baths or salts or oils or any kind of support does your heart need? What people, what friendships, or what doesn't your heart need? What is not self-loving anymore? What people or environments or foods or substances are not self-loving, and why do you still do that? So let's just be compassionate. Let's be gentle and gently step away from practices, substances, foods that hurt us, and let's move towards substances, foods, people, environments, careers that are loving. And when you look at yourself with the loving eyes of God, what do you see, and how do you treat yourself? Wishing everyone a beautiful full moon experience. Feel free to comment, message, reach out to me if you're interested in any